Hey guys, today we've got an unboxing video here of the NAVC-817D crash camera. Now this one's got a dual camera setup. Okay, so we just have a look. Here we have the product code. Okay, just go ahead and open it up. So we've got the camera unit here. Okay, so this is the car adapter cable with the GPS module. Now that one plugs into that part of your camera, so it'll actually supply the power and the GPS signal. Let's put that aside. Here we have the suction cup mount for your car. Here's just a USB data cable if you want to plug the camera into your computer, or if you've just want to charge it via a USB power adapter or something. Here we have the reverse camera with all the little all the parts for connecting to your vehicle. That's the reverse camera there. Now this one will plug into that port, the micro USB port, just there on the camera. Let's put that aside as well. And that's about it, other than the instruction manual and the GPS installation CD. So you use this one to look at the GPS coordinates that are recorded onto your videos. So if you want to see some extra information about your trip. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to connect a power source. So you may need to charge this device out of the box for about, say, overnight. So 8 hours is good. I'll just go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so first thing you'll see is SD card is not inserted. Now you want to use a micro SD card like the following. Class 10 UH1 is probably advisable, and possibly around the 16 to 32 gig size. Just depends on how much you want to record, really. Okay, so as soon as I put this card in, the device will start recording. So normally, when you turn the ignition on your car on, the device will automatically start to record. Okay, so as you can see there, recording. To stop recording, just press the OK button on the side there. Now the unit's in standby. Okay, so it's just your controls there. That's the mode button, switches, the menu button that brings up your menu, which we'll just go through now. So time zone, pretty self-explanatory. Just go in there and go through the settings you like. So the movie clip time, you probably want to have that set to the maximum, 5 minutes. So what that does is that dictates how long the files will be. So if you're driving for, say, half an hour, you'll have 6 5-minute clips. Okay, so it's probably a lot better than having 30 1-minute clips. So just recommend you set that to the maximum. Sound record, just basically whether or not it'll record any sound in your videos. So if you've got the radio on, you'll hear the radio, things like that. LDWS, that's your lane detection warning system, just some safety features. So the FCWS is the front camera, so it detects, so lane detection obviously detects on your sides, and that one detects from the front. just the volume of the buttons, and deleting, clearing the memory. Okay, so protect is a way to lock your files so they don't get overwritten. Okay, if you want to go back, just press M. The beep just changes whether or not the buttons make any sounds. Clock settings, date format, language, all self-explanatory. Flicker is the refresh rate. So 50 Hertz is standard power, 60 Hertz is NTSC. Okay, LCD power save. I recommend leaving this feature off. Now what this does is it determines when the screen will turn off as a power saving function. I mean, you really don't want the screen turning off at all, in my opinion, unless you're running on battery and you really want to save power. I'd turn this feature off. There's no reason for the screen to go off, really. Okay, so protect level has to do with the sensitivity of the sensor in here. Okay, so what it does is it automatically makes recordings based on whether or not if the car detects any sort of bump, or collision. So, if you're going over speed humps or potholes and things like that, you could probably activate this thing a lot, or bumpy roads. So, in my opinion, best to have this feature set to off. But if you want to set it to low or middle or high even, just be prepared for a lot of recordings to trigger. So you might be clearing your memory card a lot more. So if you do want to use this setting, recommend getting a memory card with a much bigger storage. Okay, let's go to the next one. Parking monitoring, pretty self-explanatory. So just detect movement around your car when in park mode. Motion detection, same thing. So again, with these two functions, just like the protect function, these will create a lot of recordings. So say you're parked in a busy shopping center, it's going to go off a lot. So each time it's going to make a recording, and yeah, you'll probably be filling up your memory very quickly. So I recommend either turning those off or just managing the memory. GPS status just shows you whether or not the device is getting a GPS signal. Reset setup, so that basically does a factory reset on the unit, which we recommend if you're just having any issues with it or just want to reset all the settings. Format SD card, which is what we recommend doing when you get a new SD card. Just cleans the card and gets it ready for use. And the last one is the firmware version. Okay, so that just tells you the version number of the device. Okay, that's pretty much it. The last thing I can quickly show you is just connecting the camera to your phone. So just with an iPhone here, for an example, if you want to, when the device is on, you go into Wi-Fi, and normally you'll see the device come up here. You just tap it to connect, which we've connected to there, as you can see, NAVC-817. Now once the devices are connected together, you want to go to the App Store and download the app, NavCam Wi-Fi. Okay, so that's the app that you want. Now install that, and once that's installed, you can look at the camera image on your phone. Okay, so as you can see in there, the image stops coming up on the unit and starts to appear on the app instead. So with this, you can change it to the rear camera, which we currently don't have connected. So when using the rear camera will come up here, and the front camera will, the main camera will actually show the proper image from the front. So you'll have dual screens there. You can just go in here and change some camera settings, just like you would through the actual unit. Okay, and you can record and store the recordings to your actual phone as well, as opposed to the micro SD card. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. With the dual camera, you are able to hardwire that into your car, you know, for a permanent solution, and it can also act as a reversing camera. So this rear camera here, you can, with the connection there, you can have it possibly through with an auto electrician, have them hook it up to your car, so that this acts as a reversing camera. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.